Hello, I'm Roger Moore, and you may or may not know, but I've been a UNICEF ambassador for the past 22 years. During that time, I've naturally met many, many children, and I've also met many new friends. Why don't you join me and my friends, Ewan McGregor, Joan Collins, Stephen Fry, to name but a few. They're all friends of mine and friends of UNICEF. And they've all agreed to read wonderful, wonderful tales from Hans Christian Andersen, for children and for adults alike.
One evening, a terrible storm blew up, shaking the sky with thunder and lightning and stirring the forests with violent winds. The rain poured down, people shuttered their doors and windows, and small creatures shivered with cold and fear in their burrows.
I've just read one of the greatest fairy stories, one of the greatest stories for children ever written, The Ugly Duckling by Hans Christian Andersen. It's a story I knew when I suppose my mother read it to me when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I loved it because it was beautiful. But when you read it now as an adult, you see in it so much more. It's the story, really, the primal story about bullying and about self-belief.
I think Roger Moore, who reached out to me Sir Roger, who reached out to me to be involved, asked some of the other UNICEF ambassadors to be involved too. And it's an easy thing for us to do, and it's a charity that is very close to my heart. Well, I selected the Little Match Girl because I'm so fond of it as a story.
One day, 2 wicked swindlers arrived in the city. They claimed to be weavers with an enchanted loom that wove the finest cloth in the world.
Well, I've always loved fairy tales. When I was a child, I had all these wonderful stories by Hans Christian Andersen. So when they told me about the UNICEF project in which I was going to read a fairy tale to help the children, I thought it would be wonderful. And you have these wonderful animated drawings and figures, and I think it's something that children, wherever they are in the world, will really love and appreciate.
Go to GivingTales.com, where you'll find me and many of my friends reading tales from Hans Christian Andersen, the proceeds of which will go to UNICEF.